guys, we are at another no AC call. Kind of a tight spot back here. Maybe I'll just put this up here instead, on top of this carrier package unit. And we'll see how that works out. But we have a train unit. (2019) and 4 TTX. So you just heard it, the death buzz. So let's see why we are getting the death buzz. I have an idea. And there we are, nice and puffy. And it is a 40 by 5 capacitor. Now this unit's a 2019, so that capacitor will be under a part warranty. Let me go grab another one and we'll get it swapped out. You gotta put that box on there. You gotta put that box on there to keep that capacitor warm, keep it insulated. You don't want it to freeze up. You don't want any bugs get. The box has a purpose, gentlemen. You gotta put that box back on there. Alright, I'm gonna do something a little different this time than I did last time. Last time I just took the capacitor out and replaced it, disconnects out. And I crimp that in. I'm going to put a strap in it this time, and then I'm going to leave this back in here just in case down the road if somebody comes back with the larger capacitor. The bracket for it will be in here unless somebody comes along and throws it away. But figured I would do that this time. So this one out. Gotta love the capacitor calls. Quick fix. And this one is still under a 10-year part warranty, so it's just going to be a kind of a minimal charge replace it. Basically just enough to cover our trip out. And the time we have to go, obviously you got to go pick one up, do the warranty paperwork on it, and get another one. So there is some time involved in that. That screw went in there a little too much. Let's make another hole. There. So, put the new one in. So yeah, people always say, oh, it's under warranty, I shouldn't have to pay anything. Well, first year, yeah, get that. But 40 by 5, 440 VA. So we understand how all that works, but there is a cost to processing that warranty. Fill out the warranty sheet. That's how we do it anyway. A little sheet we fill out, and then we'll run that back. Now, where did my screw go? There it is, right there. We'll have to run that back over, get it swapped out. So there's gas. We have to, you know, if we take it in and drop it off, they'll obviously just hand us one. But I mean, I think there's no cost in a warranty claim. There is. There's gas and there's time. A little bit of paperwork. We do all our warranty stuff online, and usually they'll let us know if we want to bring it back, but I'll just take that over there myself and walk in there and give them the information and get it swapped out. And see, this is why I don't like doing this, because it's just kind of a pain in the ass. I gotta order those. Like Ted keeps those carrier brackets. You get the small and the large. It fits all your different size capacitors. This cutting wire, it kind of looks a little shoddy. It'd look better if I put the other clip back in and just crimp it and bend it, which is what I'm gonna do. This just looks like trash. I'm not doing that wire. Some people use metal, big 1.25 inch wide piece of metal hanging strap, and then they'll just screw it down on one side and leave the capacitor hanging in there all crooked. Look like crap. Gonna hit something, short against something. Always, whether you're gonna use this or use a bracket, you put a screw in on both sides. So your capacitors, I don't even know who that is, I see online do that. They'll wrap it around it like that, put one screw over here, and the damn thing's in there swinging and knocking against stuff. It just looks cheap, it looks shoddy, it looks unprofessional. And I don't know. It's just my 2 cents on that. So I mean, you gotta give the homeowners the service they're paying for. Don't do shoddy, cheap stuff. And so where'd that other screw go? So that's the one that I dropped. Here's the one that I need. So use one of these instead. Down. And I just put that in there and I crimp this down till it's snug. That capacitor is not going anywhere. And it looks better than that damn piece of strap that's got sharp corners on it, both folded and bent and crammed and packed, and somebody cut their finger on it and all that kind of stuff. And if I come back with a larger one, I can take this screw out and I can straighten this out and reuse it for a larger size capacitor. That's just kind of my technique on doing that. But yeah, Ted, he's got it going on because he ordered us 2 different size carriers, and I like those because it's a one side bracket. And you've seen them, and but they have 2 screws, so that keeps it from shifting and turning. You put a screw there and put a screw there, it holds it real good. And they've got them in both sizes. So I think I found them online one time. I just never ordered them. You can get like 10 in a box, 20 in a box of each size. So I may look into doing that. I mean, this has always worked for me. But yeah, just cutting that piece of metal strap and going in down. It is an old piece of junk unit, and that's the best you can do with it. That's the best you can do with it. But I try not to leave things looking real shoddy. Go back this way with that a little bit so that door's not touching it. And we snugged that wire down. This one was a little bit loose going on there, so I want to crimp it down. I don't even know what you guys are looking at. Maybe my brown wire off my fan motor. Right there's a little bit. When putting it on, it's a little loose. So I want to come up and the camera work on this video could be a whole lot damn better, couldn't it? But I'm gonna just kind of little tight squeeze down on each side of this stake on. Make that a little bit tighter on that capacitor, because that's why you get a lot of the melted wires on the capacitors. If these things are loose, and if it comes off tight but you go back and put it on, it just slides right on and it's loose. Squeeze down your sides a little bit, make it tight, because that's what will melt these wires. Usually the common one does it a lot, but you'll get these wires, usually the hermetic or the common, they'll melt if they're loose. They'll overheat and the wire burns off. That's what causes that. You just didn't have a tight connection when you went back. But we'll go get the disconnect put in. And voila. It's been a year for capacitor, especially July. The heat hit a little bit late, but they have been going left and right for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So anyway guys, another quick capacitor change. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. The system's working fine. I'm not going to hook up gauges to it. It was maintaining, he said, 73 degrees upstairs up until yesterday afternoon, which was Sunday, and it just suddenly stopped altogether. So I'm not going to worry about jumping gauges on this thing. I'll run up and check my temperature split real quick. Thanks for watching, guys.